Today we got the worst Marvel rival situations ever. I mean, like, if you're in one of these situations, you might start raging. But most likely, if you're watching this, you've played the game before. But if you have not, I'm gonna explain what it is. Basically, it's a shooting superhero game where, like, it's like a 6v6, I believe, where you play as a hero, the other team plays as heroes, and like you try and basically you kill each other and try and escort points. It's very similar to Overwatch, where every character has like different abilities, different ultimates, and just it's overall a fun game. So I highly recommend it. It's free. But anyways, I'm gonna start off the list, and I will be ranking these at the end of the video from the least to make you want to throw your monitor, and the most likely. All right, number one is this fucking shit. All right, now you may be asking me, Sauce, what does this mean? I'll tell you. It means you're in a game of fucking retards who have no regard for their team or even themselves, because you will lose elo by doing this. Now, this is mostly in lower ranks, and I mean, like, quick play, that doesn't matter, but I'm talking about, like, ranked. Oh, all right. If you get 4 DPS or even 3, most of the time it does not work unless you play against statues who don't fucking shoot back. I mean, what is it with you? We don't need another fucking DPS. They do a lot of damage, and you don't have to fucking aim, but make sure you heal, because you are a support and not a DPS. Or maybe you can play a tank, I don't know, Doctor Strange perhaps, who has a shield. All you gotta do is literally hold up the shield and whip people. Or maybe play Mag, who also does insane amounts of damage, who has a shield, counter half the ultimates in the fucking game if you use it correctly. Hey, look, I'm not saying I'm perfect, that is definitely a lie. But I'm Diamond 2, negative elo. I just hopped off the game, and I figured I'd make a video about it. But I got here mostly by solo queuing. If you listen to anyone that has a brain, they'll tell you the same things I'm telling you. Alright, number 2, good flankers on the other team that are good players. When you're a healer, and you get no protection from fucking anything. And then they complain about the heals. And then they type heal diff in chat. And then you just have to get out of the lobby. And then you just need to take a break from the game at that point. And then you want to uninstall, but it's such a fun game that you don't want to uninstall. This shit was my early experience. My first time playing healer, I played Rocket. I soon regretted that choice because, not because he's a bad choice, the other team had a Spider-Man that got 40 kills, and half of them were on me. While my team was ahead of me, fighting, I stood back as a healer and taped down my L2 button as Rocky Raccoon, figuring this would give me a safe spot to heal. Oh, how wrong was I? Every time I got to my team, guess who was there? Spider-Man. Characters that are a problem to healers in low ranks, and when you have nobody who knows how to counter them, are most characters in the game, but I'll name some of them, like the major ones. Psylocke, Thor, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Magic, and many more. But let's get to number 3. When your team doesn't shoot Penny's Nest, Moon Knight Onks, Groot Walls, Loki clones, Namor Squids, nothing at all. All of these characters I just named are completely useless. Well, Namor could be pretty useful, but they're completely useless without these things. Penny, without her nest, is like Professor X. He sacrifices powers for the ability to walk. Moon Knight, without his Onks, is the most mid character ever. He's like how long it takes Batman to get to the Justice League mission when Superman and Flash can both get there in a millisecond. Groot, without his walls, is like late MCU Hulk. And Loki, without his clones, is literal dog shit. Like he's Celtic Shaq without his clones. But alright, why the hell do you not destroy these things? These are all on the screen whenever you see them in the game. They're not for design. They are for you to shoot. DPS. Anybody with a gun, anybody with a brain. Get rid of these things and you will win. Unless you're all abominably ass and elephant shit at the game, it will not work. Switch to Minecraft also. Just switch to Minecraft, honestly. Stop making me lose elo. I was Diamond 1 2 days ago, 55 elo. Now I'm Diamond 2, -5 elo. How the hell did that happen? I cannot tell you. But I can sort of tell you. Solo queuing. I mean, where do I begin? I just stated that I lost probably over 100 or something, 150 elo in the past 2 days. Last but not least is when you're on a lose streak. We've all been there before, but here are things you can do in order to lose less. So let's say you just lost, right? I mean, you got destroyed. Their DPS went 32-3 and 40-5, and your DPS went 6-10 and 22-18. Yes, 22-18 has actually happened to me before. Even the guy on the other team said 18 deaths is crazy right after we lost. Like, no shit, it is. But your support, a combined total of less than 10,000 healing, and you got SCP as a tank and went 26-11 with 50k block damage. Your other tank, we don't talk about it. So this button right here, never click this button ever again. They should remove this button from the game. You only want to click this if you were on the opposite side of the out and wait like 5 to 10 minutes depending on what time of day it is. When you press this button, it matches you with the same people you just played with or similar skill level. That's one problem with this game, is the matchmaking system. So now you backed out and you grab yourself some cereal. I don't know, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Those are fire. It's been like 8 minutes now, let's say. I don't know if I would even press start at this point, because with me, my best experience is when I wait the longest to re-queue. But it's only the first loss of your night. It's not like you're on a losing streak If I were you, wait another 5 minutes, then you chilling. I don't know too well how like the system works exactly, but waiting as long as possible on a loss to queue seems like to reset the matchmaking system. I got a problem, all of my friends know this. I lag in every single game I play. I always get the split square symbol, and if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. My Wi-Fi is more dog shit than Gar's haircut and Boruto. Why? In the practice range, I lag. How do you lag in the practice range? Anyways, this game needs a system where when someone lags out or leaves, they stop the entire game and cancel it. They only do that in the beginning of the game. I can't tell you how many 5v6s I've lost. I've won a few, actually, when I had 5 somehow. But still, they also need something that tells them who actually like lagged out and who just left. If you lagged out, you should not get any elo taken away. Or if you do, it should only be 1 to 5. Because bro, it's not my fault that I got an error code 5 on my shit. My game lags every single damn day. If you leave the game, like if you choose to leave, you should get double taken away, like 60 points. But honestly though, I'm excited to see how both Human Torch and the Thing are gonna change this game for real. I'm mainly a tank player, so I cannot wait for a new Vanguard. Tank main's about to eat good.
You know what? Fuck the ranking. These are all equally as bad, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. But the worst one is honestly the lag, because like even if you have a good team and you're lagging, you can't do anything. So like that's obviously gonna be the worst one, because it literally limits you from doing anything and everything.